Hey, 10th graders and 11th graders. Welcome to the 2020-21 school year. It's going to be a very interesting one. First of all, I wanted to just introduce myself and welcome you to my virtual classroom. You can see that I'm going to be working from school most of the time. I am physically in room 911. I always tell students that's a really good number for a history teacher. It's a little strange, but anyways, I really want to have a good year with you. I want as much learning to happen as possible. I want as much understanding between you and me and your families and me as possible. I want as much open communication as humanly possible with each one of you. And basic expectations, and I told my own children this, is what I really want to emphasize is it's going to be very important for you to establish a consistent routine. Okay. And that routine may be getting up in the morning, going for a quick walk, a run, lift some weights, whatever that's healthy for you, eating a good breakfast, and then setting aside time to connect with school. And, unlike the spring that was crisis teaching, we're now in a place where this stuff counts. And it's going to be reasonable, and it's going to be something we're going to have to probably be flexible with each other, because I know for a fact that I'm going to screw up at some point. I always like to tell my students I only screw up like once a year, but that's really not going to be true this year. Okay, I at least am going to screw up at least twice. Anyways, but I do really think that we're going to have to make adjustments along the way. A lot of the questions that are coming up, adults don't have the answers to, but we're going to make the best of it. And we're going to hopefully be able to be in the same physical space relatively soon. I'm going to stay really, really hopeful about that, because I feel like I'm best in person. And I've been telling my friends and family this for at least a month or two, that I love my job, and good teachers are really, really hard to ignore, and computers are especially easy to ignore and close. And so we're going to have to work through that. So establishing a routine for yourself, having a positive attitude, and being understanding of ourselves and one another, especially as in history, we're going to talk about some tough topics. We're going to talk about, probably some current events. We're going to talk about world history, U.S. history, and some of these issues are especially sensitive right now because of what's going on in our world. And so we're just going to have to have a great amount of understanding for ourselves, and be really, really decent human beings through all of this. So again, I'm really excited to somewhat be here with you. Even though it's virtual, I am going to be available for questions, and I will provide that information to you, not in this video, but in some other format. And I want you to be successful. And I know that you guys can be successful. And so let's learn as much as we can together, and have a great year. Okay, I will be in touch very, very soon.